So jumping right into it, sorry. Why is this important? I have a slide here that shows what's happening in China's economy. And I read something that was pretty stark to me. So they said that the province where Corona started, they're expecting that their productivity will be up 65% by June. So that's about a little over 6 months since they had the first case, is when they're expecting to be just at over half of the capacity they were at before. And what this tells us is that this is such a disruptive pandemic that we're in right now. It's taking major economies like China such a long time to recover. So what does that mean for somewhere like Kenya, where the epicenter of the disease is in our capital center? It's going to affect business, will likely end up in a recession of some sort. So at the beginning of all this, people were talking about 21 days, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. I personally think we need to be preparing for 6 months on the low end and 18 months when you're being very, very conservative with your plans. So that's kind of the context I want to go into this with, making pretty long-term decisions about how to pivot your business and not really thinking just about how to survive, but how to thrive even in the world that comes after this. So if you're looking at just the sort of the numbers, you'll see that investment in fixed assets, which is real estate and new factories and that kind of thing, has reduced the most. And then service production has also reduced significantly, but it's the least affected because it's very easy to pivot. Looking at Africa specifically, this is the report that came out yesterday that McKinsey just shared. And they're predicting that on the best case scenario, the GDP growth for Africa will be just under 0.5%. So we will have quite a significant slowdown in growth. And in the worst case scenario, we'll go into a recession. So for me, I'm always like, it's better to plan for the worst case scenario. Think about how do you adapt in a recession, which means less money, less consumption, and a lot of government interference or programs to help stimulate economic growth. So how can we take advantage of that? Because a recession doesn't mean that everybody is not making money. It just means that overall there's a reduction in growth.